First you have Baal, then when Baal comes in, the next thing to come in is the goddess. So look at what happened in America. We start turning away the early 60s. What happens? We would expect something to happen that would revolutionize sexuality.
Hi, viewers. The video I just played for you showcases Jonathan Cahn speaking on marriage and sexuality in what some are calling the Daystar scandal. It's left many of us asking, what's really behind this confusing clip? Was it filmed recently, or is it a recycled segment brought back to stir conversation? Before we dive into this intriguing topic, welcome to Jeff News. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest insights, discussions, and deep dives into topics like this. For my returning viewers, thank you for your ongoing support. I'm so glad to have you here.
But the enchantress, Ishtar, does it through sexuality. And that is that she starts overturning the biblical sexuality, biblical values about family, gender, sexuality, marriage, and starts replacing them with pagan values. Everything we say, the new morality, it's all pagan. It's what they had back then.
Yeah.
So we start seeing fornication. We start thinking marriage starts getting weakened. We start seeing extra, and the other thing is she hated marriage. She's a prostitute. Prostitutes take marriage out of the marriage bed and they bring it into the culture, into the marketplace. So what happened? We watched America become sexualized. It's all over. Where did that come from? It came from the marriage covenant, taken out. And so when you do that, you not only sexualize the culture, but you weaken marriage. So she hated marriage. So what's happened since the 60s? Marriage has been weakened.
Yes.
Marriage has been broken. People, broken families, broken homes, broken children. That is the sword of Ishtar. That's what she does. In Greek, she was called, the word for prostitute is porn or porne.
Wow.
So we get the word porn from this goddess. Her literature is the first pornography in the world.
And then we link it with technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking
it's almost like, remember what Jesus said, when they come back, they're coming back stronger.
Of course.
So now they've got the web, now they got the internet, now they got the, porn. Back then,
On your phone.
Yeah, on your phone. Back then, she just had stone, they can make stone pictures. She spread all these stone pictures. Now you have technology. So pornography, and actually pornography means, the graphos of the porne means the writings of the prostitute.
Wow.
And the first ones we have is of Ishtar. So it's the word eros we get erotic from. Eros was actually a god, and it was born, the mother of Eros was this goddess. So this goddess produces porn, the goddess produces erotic. And so she possesses people by pornography. She possesses people by this whole spirit. And look at how many people are addicted to that.
Oh my
that she seduced, she's a seductress. She's also the goddess of witchcraft. She was the goddess of spells. And at the same moment in the 60s, when this whole sexual revolution comes, you have the revival of witchcraft in America. Never happened before.
Right.
When you take out God, this is what you got. So we have the New Age, we had all these things. And so we have more witches in America now than we have Presbyterians.
Wow.
And so there's a spirit of witchcraft, and it's not just in the witches, it's in Hollywood. It's a whole spirit of this New Age and all that, So she's also the goddess of substances, of intoxication. And so what do you have at the same time? You have sexual revolution, you have the drug explosion in America. We have more addiction now than ever. More, you wouldn't think it. We are more addicted. This is the spell of the goddess. This is the enchantress. She seduces. In this part, I call her the transformer, because it's a whole nother realm. But it's her. It's her. When you look back, and I had to, Joni, I had to like look at the ancient inscriptions, and I was like, whoa, what's there? And when I look back about the goddess, she says, I am a woman, I am a man.
Wow.
She was female, but she had masculine attributes. She was a warrior. She was a fighter. She was violent. But she was female. So she actually was androgynous. She was both. So she's the god. And another, in a hymn to her praise, it says, they said, you are the one who turns a man into a woman, and a woman into a man. And so the first thing is, she's not, but it doesn't happen at the beginning of sexual revolution, but then as she keeps going, it starts going here. But you could see this, we could see this, even before it got to where it is now, there was this spirit to try to, what she did is, it says she masculinizes women. She makes women, she defeminizes them. So since the 60s, you see this movement to defeminize women, to take away the nature of women, take away mother, long before it got here, same spirit. So to take away that, women, you don't need men, women, you're your own man, your own, you do your own, that you have radical feminism at the same time. She actually rebelled against her father, who was named Anu, who was the head of the gods. And she rebelled, and so it was a patriarchy. You have all the thing like, we hate the patriarchy, hate the patriarchy. Well, that came from her. She was the one who rebelled. But then you have the feminization of men. It says in the ancient tablet, it says she grinds away the masculinity of men. Wow. So notice what we have in our culture. I mean, we all know it. It was never before. Is that there's this spirit where, I said before that if a man is masculine, we'll say that's toxic masculinity. We got to hate that, hate the men, Yeah. If a woman is masculine, well, bravo, What is that about? That's the spirit of the goddess who merges sexuality, confuses sexuality, and all this has been happening. We're leading up to where we are. By the way, we mentioned that gods always go for the children. So here's another thing. Girls are being trained from the beginning to be,
Wow. This is an intense perspective on how spirituality, culture, and societal values have evolved over time. The idea of ancient influences re-emerging in modern forms, whether through changes in sexuality, family structure, or even technology, is something worth exploring together. Let's discuss this. Do you agree that there's a spiritual or cultural root to these societal changes? How do you view the interplay between traditional values and modern shifts in gender roles, sexuality, and technology? Is this perspective too far-reaching? Or does it resonate with how you see the world today? Let's approach this conversation with open minds and mutual respect. Share your thoughts in the comments, whether you agree, disagree, or have a different interpretation altogether. Let's grow together by learning from each other's perspectives. We want to hear from you. If you found this video helpful, kindly share your thoughts in the comment section below. Your perspective matters and can spark meaningful discussions on this important issue. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Jeff News for more updates on this and other stories that matter. Together, we can build a community that values truth, transparency, and accountability.